Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. Today, guys, we're talking about a biggie, and that is The Dead No More, The Clone Conspiracy. This is issue number 3 of that series. Now, we've had some good storytelling with this, and we've had some good tie-ins with this. But this third issue is a big one. So if you guys have not read your issue, please read it first, then come back and see this video, as this video will contain spoilers on what has happened in this particular issue. So, with that being said, let's get started. So, this book is written by Dan Slott. The artwork is done by Jim Chewing. Artwork is really solid. I love the facial expressions, love the way Gwen looks in this particular issue. And all the characters actually look good. We get to see Kane, who is actually... kind of looks like almost like a Deadpool, except with like hair, as you get to see his decomposing body or whatnot. Again, every character has their cool facial expressions, and you can see the pain or the agony or frustration or happiness that's going on within their face. The one thing I really like about this book is that if you read the last issue, Clone Conspiracy, we found out that Spider-Gwen from Earth 65 is teaming up with Peter Parker now, and it's great that she's still kind of in disguise in this issue, as you get to see that ultimate team up that maybe you've never would have seen before when it comes to like Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man and Peter Parker teaming up together on doing a mission together. That's something that you wouldn't normally seen, so it's pretty neat. So, what did I think about this particular issue? What happens in this book? And I'll give you my final thoughts on this whole thing. First off, we continue right where we left off. Spider-Gwen and Peter were being chased by the bad guys here because Gwen's, she was undercover, she was the mole, and now everything just got exposed. So they were escaping, running away from Lizard, and you get to see that happen. And it was pretty cool, again, like I said, them teaming up and working together. The whole issue consists of a lot of action that's going on with them trying to find Peter and trying to find Gwen and to retrieve Gwen. A lot of things going on here. We find out that Kane is very insistent to telling Anna Maria about giving the medication to the real Spider-Gwen clone, because what will happen is that obviously everyone will experience a decomposition and basically will become like these zombies or whatever it is. And when he revealed himself to Max and Anna Maria and everybody else, they realized that, yes, he's kind of like the carrier, but he could also contain the cure as well. And he never thought that this was a possibility. So they also thought of, hey, why not go to the police? Their headquarters has been exposed. We know who they are. And so they try to call the police, but little do we know is the police chief has been reanimated as well. And so she's part of the whole clone conspiracy as well. The Jackal is aware of the whole situation, that their whole mission has kind of been compromised, but they have a secondary headquarters, so they're forced to leave this secondary headquarters. In the meantime, we see that Gwen Stacy and Peter are trying to catch up with everyone at Max's Horizon Labs, and because they have to try to retrieve the original Gwen Stacy. So they fall a little bit short, and then you get to find out a little bit of what's going on why Gwen and Kane have left Peter in the dark about the whole situation. And really, it's because obviously he becomes a part of this whole thing, that he joins the Jackal. And so when they come up, we find out that the Kingpin now is involved in the whole situation, and he gives Peter some important information on where the Jackal's whereabouts are. So what happens is Spider-Gwen is left behind. He tells her to stay behind. Trust me. He goes after the Jackal himself. They wind up going into a big, huge fight as he's exposed, and he's sitting there saying, "Your crazy days are over, Jackal. You're no more. Your cloning and your nonsense is not going to happen anymore." And when you see this fighting, as the reader, you're quickly realizing that, wow, the Jackal's pretty fast. When did he get superpowers? but this doesn't seem quite right? So as they're fighting each other, we wind up seeing that finally the Jackal reveals himself, and we wind up finding out that it is the return of Ben Reilly. Now, we don't know exactly how he's come back. You know, he said, a single blood cell has brought me back. We don't know exactly who has brought him back. We just know that he's back, and he's kind of like the true person that's behind the new you technology. Maybe the real Jackal is behind the scenes, but he's kind of like the marketing genius behind everything, the one that's pushing everything. And so he sits there and he wavers something in front of Peter's face, and he sits there and he says, we can bring back everyone we love, Pete. He goes, there can be no more death. There is nothing that we want more but people to live. And he's like, and we can bring back Uncle Ben. And basically that's how the end of the issue ends. Sorry, I can't talk. And so by the time I got to the end of this issue, I was like, holy shit, this is huge, because Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider, has been gone for a very, very long time, and a lot of people are requesting him back. Now, whether or not this is, I guess, the real Ben Reilly, doesn't matter, because he was a clone anyway. So he's a clone again, big deal. He's back, he has all the memories, and it's just interesting to see him going for this new you technology. But obviously this is what he believes in. But I still think that the Jackal is behind this. He's kind of the puppeteer, or he's kind of the marketing genius behind new you technology. And now you understand why Pete has teamed up with Ben, because it's his brother. You know, I mean, why not? And he's going to bring back his Uncle Ben, so why would he not join forces? He doesn't know, obviously, the ramifications, and when he realizes it's not really the Jackal and it's Ben doing this whole thing, he may feel that it's okay. So really interesting stuff here. We'll see where it all takes a turn, if he does join him or not. Do they become friends? Do they become enemies going forward into the future? There's a lot of answers here, and there's a lot of questions and a lot of things to be answered. That's what I'm trying to say. And this has me totally stoked, and I'm sure it has a lot of fans out there excited to see Ben Reilly back. So in the end, I gotta give this book probably a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It took quite a while in the issue to get to this point, and there was a lot of like battling and fighting and almost like a lot of nonsense going on, but now it finally paid off in this 3rd issue. This was a great cliffhanger, and again, I can't wait to see where it goes. So guys, tell me in the comments what you thought of the Clone Conspiracy issue number 3. Are certain Spider fans happy now that you get a Ben Reilly back? I mean, come on, this is pretty good stuff here now, guys. So again, leave me those comments below. Don't forget to check out comicfrontline.com. Don't forget to check out our live show each and every Tuesday night, 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys like what you see and you want to see even better material, don't hesitate to donate to our PayPal account. It's in our banner out top on our YouTube page. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. And until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.